and someone asked me if I could talk about how I moved from London to here. What happened was, once I'd met Travis Lassons, I moved to Rochdale, in Lancashire. And I lived there for, I think it was about a year. I was there for something like that. And that was the first place I lived. Then the people that owned the apartment were selling them off, so we had to leave the property. So I then got another place that was still there in the same area, but a bit further down, and we got a place there. And again, I think we was there for about a year. But then the owner decided to sell the property to these people that wanted to turn it into like a, I think it was like an old people's home or something. They wanted to convert it into, but again, we had to leave. So we were looking at various properties. Then one came up in Yorkshire. So we then moved in to that place. I'm not sure how long we was actually there for. To be honest, I can't really remember, but I think, I mean, we had Christmas and New Year there, and when we moved there, it was really cold. I remember it was a bitterly cold evening, and we had all the cases with us, and we was on the top floor. It's about 4 floors, and for each floor there was about 6 steps, and then another 6 steps, and that was a real workout getting up these steps. So we had to carry all these bags, like, you know, sort of cases, suitcases, and we did get to the top eventually. But yeah, but we stayed there. So it must have been about a year, at least, maybe more. Year and a half. And the problem with the place was fine, and all the people on the top floor were all fine, and I knew them all. I used to talk to them, but people on other floors, one particular floor in particular, were a nightmare. And just literally wrecked the place. You know, you used to have people come on the Wednesday, these cleaning women, and they would vacuum all the stairs and all the floors, you know, the hallways. And then within a couple of days, you know, you'd walk down the stairs and there'd be plastic bottles and cans and rubbish just all down the stairs. It was disgusting. They then also put this new entrance pad, which you had to have a fob key. So we got a fob key each. So you just beeped it on this pad, and the door unlocked, the main door. And then when you got to the floor you lived on, you had another little pad, and you beeped it, and the door unlocked, and you went in. But unfortunately, these people never went out with their keys, so couldn't get in. So in order to unlock the doors, they would let off the fire alarm. So it would be every sort of hour or so, you'd be sitting down watching something, and the fire alarm would go off. And the firefighters would come, and there'd never be a fire. Very rarely was there actually a fire. You know, maybe the odd once or twice, someone, you know, would leave something burning in their kitchen or something, and then you had them come put it out. But the other 99% of the time, it was just people letting them off so they could get through the door. So eventually we got letters saying about everyone letting the alarms off, and that, you know, how much it cost every time they called out, blah blah blah. So then all of a sudden we noticed they started to rip the doors off the hinges. So the doors on this particular floor, they ripped the door off the hinges. You know, rather than just use the fob key, let's just rip the door off of the hinges. So eventually the fire department closed down the building. They said it's dangerous, you know, and everything, and that we had to get out that actual day, which was really awful because no one had nowhere to go. Anyway, we had to leave that very day, and they put us in this support housing. We was there about, I think, 6 months, something like that, and that was the place itself, was okay. It was nice, but the place itself, the building and everything, was awful. You had, you'd go in the elevator and there would literally be bags of rubbish. This used to come out with their rubbish and leave it in the elevator, or at the entrance of the place, but yeah, so he was there for about 6 months, and then finally we got this place, and this place is really nice. The area's really nice. It's nearly all sort of country, lots of trees and fields and yeah. And so that was the thing, I sort of moved here originally for driver's license, but also it's very cheap here as well. It's a lot cheaper than London. Way cheaper too. But yeah, it's. I've always had a sort of room. It was always like a room that we had. So you have like a room with a shower and sink and stuff. Whereas this place is an actual proper apartment. It's like you got your bedroom, your bathroom, your kitchen, your living room. So it's a lot better. There's a lot more space now we have. So yeah, I do go back to London. I'll be going there in July to look after my ex-wife's dogs while she goes away. So that'll be nice. So I can get to see my family, my kids and me mum and dad. So that'll be nice. But yeah, it is nice here because we go out and it's little things like bees, for example. I've never seen so many different types of bees. The only bees I ever saw in London was just a bumblebee, the black and white striped one, and that was it. Here, so many different bumblebees, and like, it's usually about a 10-minute walk into the town, but it takes us about half an hour because we always stop. If we see a bumblebee, stop and look at it, see what one it is. And like butterflies, the butterflies I have in London are just like these plain white ones. That's all I ever saw. Here, there's so many different ones, different colours, and we sit there looking at them. We saw this bird the other day because seeing like these little ones that look like magpies but got blue in them and different colour, but look like little miniature ones. But I saw one the other day. So you had the normal magpie, but then had this other magpie, but was a different colour, had all blue and that in it. It was so cool. And that's the thing, you know, just see so many different types of birds and bees and things here, butterflies. That's really nice. And I sit here, I mean, usually there's no birds singing at the moment. It's got a bit dull here. I think it's because it's a bank holiday weekend. It's bank holiday Monday tomorrow, so you know it's gonna be lousy because it always is. But you know, recently it's been really hot and lovely here, and the birds have been singing, which is great. But yeah, I just hope tomorrow isn't too bad, because it's Sunday today and we don't really go out, because by the time I've cooked all the dinner and we've ate it, you know, the shops are sort of shutting. They close early here on a Sunday, and probably will tomorrow too, but I'll just make sure we go out nice and early tomorrow, shall we? Oh. There you go. The birds are back singing. Yeah, so that's my little ramble about moving from London to here. I'm not too far from you know, that bit they filmed Rita, Sue and Bob 2 in, that little village part where they all go like to the shops and the museums and stuff. Someone was saying about it. He went up there the other day. One of my subscribers. I might go up there one day actually, because I've never been there. They also at the train station there filmed The Railway Children and Pink Floyd's The Wall as well, which is pretty cool. So yeah, might have a little pop up there sometime. I said the birds ain't singing now, they seem to be coming back now. Guys, it's so good to see you all. I hope this has helped relax you, and if you can hear the birds, I hope you've liked that too. I'm now gonna go. I might go and have a nice